Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Grav. Grav is, at its easiest explanation, sci-fi Rust. It's got player versus player combat, okay, that's not what I'm looking for. It's got player versus player combat, resource nodes scattered throughout the world that you need to gather to craft better equipment and structures and stuff so you can survive. And, I don't know, that's about it. It also has voice over internet protocol, so if you want to talk to the people you're nearby, say threaten them for their resources, then you can absolutely do so. The game is also absolutely gorgeous. I really enjoy it. Currently, I have the graphics settings on quote-unquote low, with, you know, the very stuff turned off, because this game is not optimized very well at all. Anyway, so the way this game works is you press B to build stuff, and for whatever reason, 90% of the things that you can build are made out of wood. Not entirely sure why. But, okay, that was pretty broken looking. Yep, doesn't like that. Anyway, so, main goal, figure out where to get resources. Problem is, specifically where I spawned, there's almost nothing. It's kind of unfortunate. There are also other players around here, and if you notice, next to his name, it says unfriendly. That means he has spent at least some amount of time attacking other players in this game, so it's best to avoid pretty much everyone for the beginning of the game. This is not a super friendly hugfest, and you can actually loot other people, though I'm not... Okay, here we go. Well, this is actually really convenient. Over here is somebody that got murdered by, I think, another player, and I can just totally loot his stuff, which got me a fair amount of stuff. Ammo bank. Wow, that might have actually been quite the windfall. Let's quickly check our inventory. Default helmet, stims, traps. I saw something about shotgun stuff. Fortunately, it's not letting me pick it up. Oh, well. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Weird. Maybe it was ammunition. Anyway, so that's what happens when you die. Except for there is a time delay, so if you can get back to your bag within a certain amount of time, you can either get all of your stuff back or at least a fair amount of it. Not totally sure on that one, gonna take some more research, but I should probably mention, this game is in super early access, like it came out today, or at least as of this filming. If you're watching this later, it did not come out today. It came out, what, January 8th? Yeah, January 8th. It's actually a date I should remember. But... So, resources. That's somebody fighting over... Oh, wait, no, that's one of the NPC Night Stalker type enemies. There are a lot of enemies in this game, and unfortunately, until you get, like, some really baseline equipment... Hey, there we go. Until you get some really baseline equipment, you pretty much have no chance in combat, even against the most basic of creatures. And so that's kind of what I'm setting out to do here. I could be wrong, combat could be a lot easier than I'm giving it credit for, but I felt like I was... getting my I was getting my ass kicked earlier, so I'll deal with that later. Anyway, let's see, none of the creatures are going after me. The reason why we're all the way out over here, surrounded by generally harder enemies, is this is actually where I left my base. I was kind of starting to construct some stuff. We're way too low of a level for this area, but I figured nobody would mess with my stuff while I'm here. Now what we want to do is upgrade this thing. Wow, that guy had a lot of resources on him. Works for me. Alright, so we've upgraded the armory, and it looks to have given us no other options. So, if you're playing this game and you wanna start like getting better equipment and stuff, don't bother upgrading your armory. It does nothing. Hopefully they're going to be adding a whole load of stuff as the weeks progress. Because currently the game is incredibly bare bones. Like, I don't even know how to get Element X. It's gonna take some effort getting there. So pretty much what we can build is like a club. So if I can get a bunch of fossil blocks and another wooden plank, then we will be able to. Alright, well, I can at the very least get 3. And then we'll probably run around and do some... go hit some things for a while. As we'll get what I can of, like, the rare resources. Now, when you die, you don't actually lose all of your resources. It's not exactly like Rust. When you die, you only lose a portion of the things that you were carrying around with you, so that's actually kind of a nice benefit, so there isn't too much of a risk. Now, as I was saying, this game is pretty, well, pretty. Here we go. Here's some fossils. Fossils look kind of like piles of bones. Not entirely sure why fossils are a requisite resource for making a club, but I have gotten well past the point of questioning video games. And so should you, because whatever. Now, this game, like I was saying, is very pretty. The skyboxes are gorgeous. The lighting in this game is really cool. Actually, uh-oh. Can I hit it? Did I get the experience? Damn. No, I didn't. Sometimes you get experience for those guys blowing themselves up for no obvious reason. Something I am very okay with. Wow, can I take out this big tree? Yeah, looks like I can. So, I would actually say this game does play similarly to Rust, so it's a little bit faster paced, which is nice. Oh, it's 2 trees. Go figure. But the like gathering and the movement and stuff feels actually very similar to EverQuest Next, even including the like visual design is very EverQuest Nexty. Was that me or was that someone else? I don't know. Somebody just sounded like they died horribly. I'm just gonna go around here. We need more fossil, and the problem is when it's like super dark out, it's kind of hard to see. Now, I think most enemies won't bother attacking you. Just baseline. I don't even know if the aggressive enemies will. It's just those, like, bomb spiders and those kind of weird claw-looking guys that we ran past earlier. There are also random NPCs that you can run into, so this guy is either, he's a weary wanderer, and you can't actually, like, trade with them. And right now, all you can do is buy a pet for Element X, which I'm not actually sure how to get. But, assuming that you get Element X, I don't know, probably gets you what you need. Here we go. Here's some more fossil. And at this point, I've pretty much lost track of where my base is. I think it's over that direction. But honestly, I can always make more. I just don't want to. Because the problem is, resource nodes don't give you that much, and there's no built-in map yet. At least that I've found. There could be. But when you start the game, it actually... Oh. Let's see if I can stun it. Nope. Alright, come on. I think I gotta hit him. Do I get any experience for that kill? No. Damn. Alright, well, not the end of the world. I'll just keep gathering this. And those, like, cloud things over there are where you get Element X. But you need a harvester to get that. No, freaking, I don't know where to get that. But that's okay. But, as it stands, you spend 90% of your time running around gathering resources. Go figure. And you can build base stuff, which I might start doing soonish, or at least build a very small base back in the crevasse where I built my crafting materials, or crafting stations. But that might happen. Well, okay. Yeah, the reason why I came all the way out here into this like higher level zone where I can't fight anything is purely because, well, there's nobody to bother me out here, and there's actually a fair amount of fossils, which is kind of nice. Now, I'm not sure if every server is the exact same. This is the only server I've ever logged on to. Yeah, see that red thing over there? That can and will murder me. Probably very quickly. I had a run-in with one of those earlier, and somebody else came in and murdered it for me, so that was nice. And I'm kind of hoping I can get up to level 1 before I get too violent against enemies. So there might be a little bit of a jump cut where I build a bunch of armor, build that club, and then go off to fight them. Should be fine. I probably have enough resources at this point, because you don't need fossil to build the armor. Alright, well, let's see if we can go get back to our base. But yeah, like, the kind of space art they've got going on in the background is really basic if you inspect it too closely, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. Also, I like the fact that there are actually planetoids that you can kind of see that are within the game world. I'm not sure how much of an effect they have on the game world, but it's nice. Now, as I was saying about this game being multiplayer and like Rust, so on one hand, I'm hearing noises. Oh, those things, the night stalkers, or the night killers, my bad, are probably running around murdering people. Well, I'm glad it's not me. I'll just kind of keep running around this direction. I think we're in the right area. I think my base is like right over there in this crevasse. Yeah. But, so it is multiplayer. So they have a bunch of default servers already running, and as far as I can tell, there have yet to be any major lag issues, partly because there's like 4 servers per zone, so like 4 for US East, 4 for US West, and a couple for Europe. I don't know about Asian countries. You guys, anybody watching this that's from, you know, not America or Europe might be out of luck. You might have to just join one of our servers, but whatever. Now, I haven't run into any major bugs. I've crashed it once, but that might have been DxStory's fault, actually. But apart from that, is my stuff in here? Nope. It's like the next one over. Okay, I'm a little lost. There we go. There's our stuff. And I have to avoid those things because they can and will kill me. Oh, they have ranged attacks. Okay, that's concerning. Yeah, most of the enemies I've ever run into in this game have purely used melee. Oh shoot, one of them might be haunting my base. Also, there's some weird clipping issues because there they are, right where I need to go. We'll see if I can go around. Maybe they won't bother me from the other angle. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. Either that or... Oh, hey. This is a thing. So, I was kind of mentioning this earlier. There are some weird clipping issues. So, currently I'm actually inside one of these giant rock pillars. Man, it is camping my shit. Can I... Nope, 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 nope. Is it following me? Oh, yeah, it's following me. Shit. Alright, time to leave. It has since gotten distracted by the fact that I went inside a rock. Beautiful. Alright, so they have weird pathing issues. Now, I would actually maybe build a base in here, but that seems like a terrible idea. So what can I craft? Because, like, you can do a farm. Oh, this is where you grow food. Alright, that's interesting. 90% of this stuff is kind of meaningless. I could actually build an uplink so I can respawn in this area, which would be nice. But yeah, so I've only actually run into one major bug thus far, and that was a crash to desktop, but again, might have been just DX Story's fault. Don't really have much of a confirmation on that one way or another. So I need a bunch of fossil blocks. Hopefully they won't notice me while I'm making this. Need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, they're killing me. Okay, wow, that took off like half of my health in one strike. But then he just kind of faffed off. Alright. Come on. Club, build. Alright, I've built a club. Now let's go back and hide inside this clippable rock. Is he gonna chase me from inside here? Well, he's gonna go after the bug. The bugs are gonna go in here. Alright, so they can get in here too. Great. Oh, and I'm stuck on a much smaller rock. Okay, now you do naturally heal from food, and you don't run out of food in the beta, so getting injured isn't super bad, unless you die, of course. Now, what we want to do is equip that club. Ow. Oh, God. I just got attacked by a thingamabob. Shoot. Yeah, this is one of the detractions of hiding out in a higher level area. But, nice benefit one. Nuts. A lot of my stuff is gone. Yeah, you do get to keep some of your resources, but not all of them. And it looks like you don't get to keep your equipment. But, like I was saying, nice thing is, you do get to keep your levels. And levels, I think, are going to determine, like, your base stats, like how much health you have and how much damage you do. So that's actually going to be really useful and something I'm going to want to do. But let's go back, get our club, and then come back here, because this is a starting level. I think those enemies over there are, like, level 1. And should be killable. Not entirely sure. But, yeah, you get to keep some stuff, which is nice. It's not like Minecraft, where your character is pretty much dropped back to... Actually, no, in Minecraft you only lose half of your levels. I think. No? I honestly don't remember. I don't play enough Minecraft to confirm that one. And it's not like Rust, where you just lose everything and then somebody builds a wall around your corpse. Or, no, around your tent or your entire domicile to the point where you can't leave. I always hated that bit. It was funny, especially when I did it, but, well, just desserts, I guess, are a thing. I think I died over here. I guess really the main goal is find body, respawn from it. Now, the night killers usually disappear once the sun comes out. So that is actually not, kind of a nice benefit, and it's one of the reasons why you want to build a base, because then they won't bother you. Where's my corpse? I died, like, right over here, didn't I? No. No, I died over here. Okay, good. Got a little concerned. Of course, everything is, nighttime use, so it's actually kind of hard to tell. Let's just do a quick double check. Okay, yeah, my shit ain't here, which means it's the next set over. Okay. The problem is, yep, there it is. The problem is there's no, like, clear, landmarks, so it's kind of hard to get back to where you died. That's why I was thinking of building the uplink, but at the same time, if the uplink is going to just dump me in no man's land, well, it's not worth it. Yeah, there we go. There's our shit, right behind the sun. Yeah, I like the kind of just generic earth texture, pillars that coming out of that just come out of the ground. I like the trees. I kind of hope they make the trees a little bit more detailed, because as it stands there, yep. Okay, so aggressive slimes can and will fight you. All right, and I believe that's all of our stuff. Let's go in the inventory. Equip the club. How do I equip the club? Oh, hotbar. Hotbar 3. Should be there. Alright. So now I got a club. No idea if it's better or worse than that knife I'm running around with. But seeing as our base is probably clear, I should be able to go back and make at least one piece of armor. So we'll see if we can do that and then go do some fighting. And then probably end the episode with some structure construction. Just because, well, there's a tough flying bug hanging out in my my stuff. Alright, so wooden helmet, we just need 2 more wooden planks, I think. Oh. Chest. Needs 5 ore, 15 planks. Alright, not so bad. So let's just go make as many planks as we can make. How much wood do we have? Plenty. Yeah, we might as well, jeez, that noise. We might as well max out as much as possible. Now, you can actually bust up your own structures and other people's structures, which is, which does give me some amount of, like, concern for, like, griefing and stuff, but at the same time, I think the only thing I'm not going to be able to make is, did I build gloves already? Oh, I did not build gloves. Wow, I look kind of stupid. I actually really want to go complete this set just so I look ultra dumb. Alright, so what we need? 15 wooden planks, which is like 60 wood, that's not so hard, and 5 ore, which is also not terribly hard. And I am quickly moving on to becoming an ent. All I need is the ganja. I mean, don't do drugs, kids. Alright, so we've got a lot of wood. Wood is the one resource that's in super high supply, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But ore's a little bit harder to find. It goes wood, then fossils, then wood, fossils, ore, and Elementex. Though Elementex is a lot easier to spot than pretty much anything else, just because it is constantly releasing fart clouds, which is kind of funny to look at. Anyway, the one thing I actually forgot to mention there is there's one last resource, and that's gems. Gems are actually kind of easy to spot, but very hard to find. I think I've found 2 gem pillars, and that's part of the reason why I came all the way out here. Because this is where I found them. But gems just look like, you know, just kind of a gem sticking out of the ground, and they're really rare. Ore is kind of easy to see, because see all these rocks that we're surrounded by? They're the ones that just kind of glow. And I've shown off the skull pile for fossils. Yeah, of course I have. I've gathered quite a lot of fossils this time around. Alright, what else do we get around here? Because if I can find that 5 ore, then we can make our fancy chess piece. Not that we really need to, but I think it would be fun to be running around as tree man. I don't know. It'd also be nice to make a gun, but I think I'm gonna need some of the harder to get resources, and I don't really feel like doing that on the first episode. I'll probably do that a little bit later. I might actually see if I can stream some of this. We'll see how bad the lag gets. Either that or I actually just play solo, because I really don't care about other people. And it would be worth hosting my own server in the future just to play with other people. Said, except for one guy, I don't know anybody else that even plays this game. So, I don't know. Now the one question is, are characters saved between servers and stuff? That is something I haven't tested yet, and I'll test before this episode is over. Because if they are, then you can hot swap servers. If they're not, then you're pretty much bound to the singular server that you started on, unless you feel like you know, constantly remaking a character, which isn't super bad, but it does take time, especially because it takes a lot of resources to make this doofy-looking wooden armor that I'm running around with. But performance-wise, this game is not friendly to most base computers. I was having some frame rate issues before I turned all the graphics settings to low, and mind you, let's just quickly go into the options. These are the graphics settings. There are 5 of them. One of them is not graphics related, and then you've got resolutions. However, it doesn't actually allow for custom resolutions. So I was trying to just deal with the frame rate issues by lowering the resolution and playing in a window, because I like doing that anyway if it's something I have to alt-tab. This game will not let you go down to 720p. It maxes you out at 800p, which is nonsense. But that's the way they made it, and not much I can do about that situation. There are console commands that let you switch it around, but it actually switches you to the closest approximate resolution within their system, which is poorly done. Is that what we're looking for? Nope. I find 90% of my time is spent jumping just because it's kind of hard to see the resources over the grass that's scattered all over the place. Seems like a fool's venture. I might have to jump cut while we go looking for some ore. Either that or we give up, but like I'm 90% of the way there. I just need one rock, which I totally already had from a prior gathering attempt. I just Alright, so I've been walking around for like 5 minutes now, and I've yet to find any iron. There are campfires, though. Okay, so somebody else has been out here. Oh, there's a bunch of rocks this way, and apparently I just... Ow. Okay, so there's falling damage in this game. I've not actually seen that before, but, as I was saying, there aren't a whole lot of biomes in this game from what I've seen thus far. Currently, there are two. The one that we were in, and the one we're in now. And this one has a crazy amount of rocks, which is why I'm here, because I'm crossing my fingers that we're going to be able to find some iron. There's, like, fossils and stuff, but no iron as far as I'm concerned. Which is kind of frustrating. Like, I've been looking for past, what, like 10, 20 minutes? It's ridiculous. The resource density in this game is going to cause problems. Luckily, 90% of the resources you need are wood-related, but, well, the small amount that isn't wood, you're gonna have some serious trouble finding it. Yeah, because the thing is, like, you can see rock, because it kind of glows, and... Shit, there's not any. Or, not rock, there's ore. And there's nothing. Like, you'd think this place would be the mother lode. I'm kind of confused why the purple forest would have so many rocks in it. I ain't gonna complain. But it looks like we're going to be oreless for the time being, which is a shame. I actually had a fair amount earlier, but I must have refined it or something. I don't know. Oh. Frozen day killer. Okay, so there's a night version and a day version of that creature. Weird. But yeah. Not a whole lot of biomes in this game. I'm king of the world, I guess. Let's see, can I see anything while I'm up here? The answer is nothing worthwhile. Now, the game does have some, like, weird clipping issues. So, like, being on top of a tree just is not a pleasant experience. And it's constantly just trying to have the character fall and or stand, but it doesn't know how to deal with it. Which is kind of amusing, but at the same time, it's something that they're definitely going to have to work on. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get work on. That needs, like, work. Because this game needs some balancing. Because the trailers show off, like, building structures and having, like, crazy equipment and going into dungeons and stuff. And actually, come to think of it, I might as well head back and raid a dungeon after getting a level or two. Because as it stands, I ain't going to find iron out here. Maybe I'll find iron in a dungeon, and that's probably going to be a good way of capping everything off. But, okay, so might as well show this off just a little bit. Okay, so a lookout requires 100 ore. Holy crap. Wait a second. Support with ladders, structural support. So there's a lot of stuff you can build. It's going to require a crazy amount of resources to build pretty much anything, which is why I'm saying this game needs some rebalancing, because there's no way a person on their own can build that much of a structure. What's even going on over here? That tree is lit up weirdly red from Sassafras the Snorter. Oh, shoot. I think he's violent. I should probably leave. So that is actually a first. I've never seen that before. But that enemy is actually unique. Let's run over here. Something's lit up over there. I think it's just Elementex, unfortunately. But, that does confirm something, that there are actually unique types of monsters that you can run across that have, you know, nice benefits. Yep. Just more Elementex. Oh well, not the end of the world. But yeah. There are unique enemies in the game. Probably drops unique or at least interesting loot. Not sure, haven't killed anything yet. Like I said earlier, even the most basic types of enemies are actually kind of problematic. And I was really hoping, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I could totally beat up a level 1 creature. Not even. It's Not that kind of game. So let's just grab fossils as we go. We're going to need them anyway, because they're a little bit rare and I don't feel like going looking for them in the future. But we still need to find that iron. Now, as far as this game goes, if your computer meets the performance requirements, then it should run fine. Like, my frame rate does not spike very often unless I run into some kind of like weird glitchy nonsense. But apart from that, it seems pretty even across the board, which is nice. Of course, this is without, you know, post-processing and dynamic lighting on. If you have those on, actually, your frame rate is going to kind of go all over the place because they've got a pretty heavy motion blur with those on. And if you don't like motion blur, I highly recommend turning it off because it was making me sick. Apart from that, the multiplayer, I've mentioned it, there are other players. We haven't seen any recently, actually. I've been fairly good at avoiding them. There's something fighting over there. But I've been kind of antisocial here just because I don't feel like dealing with other players. Because other players can and will just flat out attack you and try and kill you for your stuff. So in this case, I'm actually kind of a valuable person to go after. Purely because I'm wearing armor and stuff. So if people could kill me, well, they get to keep it. It looks like we found somebody's base. I don't know if they're home. Truly, I would try and avoid dealing with anybody, but might as well peek in. Yeah, there's somebody. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, those are people, but they are very well equipped. They're also dancing next to a campfire, which is kind of funny to watch. But they've got a farm, they got clubs, and they got wooden armor too. So I don't really want to tango with that, especially because there are two of them. And yeah, I could probably go greet them, use voice over internet protocol, and kind of hope for the best, but I don't really feel like doing that. Especially not right now. Because what we want to do is not die. Might as well pull out our club at this point. Because the thing is, even being here makes us pretty much liable. Well, makes it very easy for somebody to just come after me. I'm alone, I don't have any friends, and I'm a low level for the gear I'm running around in. So what we want to do is find a level 1 or 0 character. Let's see if I can beat that thing up. Nope, nope. Come on, give me experience for dying. See, I got experience from one of those like a while ago, but I have no idea exactly how it works. Now, I guess one thing I can do is come over here. And this is somebody's farm. I think it's busted, though. Oh, hey, I can just take food from him. I'll just throw some wood in and take some food. Not actually sure how food works, but apparently I have 38 of it. I wonder if you start with the baseline amount of food and it keeps taking away from me. I guess that would make sense. I haven't really messed around with that much. But I figure I repaid him with some wood. Should grow some more food. I don't know. I don't feel like a total monster stealing candy from babies or anything like that. Heck, the person's probably not even there considering they hadn't refilled it lately. So anyway, really hope it gets to be daytime soon because I want to find me some... Wait, is that iron? Nope, element X. Nuts. So, a couple of options. One, we could try fighting this thing. It's a temptation. Considering, like, this is the starting area, right here. I think you start next to this pillar on this server. Yeah, so, we don't have a whole lot of... enemies here. So what we're gonna do is just try and beat the shit out of this thing. And see how it goes. Now, oh, I am going backwards for some mysterious reason. I've noticed with a lot of enemies, they don't really know how to handle circular movement. Yeah, we leveled up. Alright, and we get Essence of Fire, Spirit Essence, and the pistol ammo magazine. Alright, so now that we're properly equipped and have some armor on, we're not instantly going down, which is really encouraging. And it looks like we can fight level 2 characters too. Now, getting hit here is bad, admittedly. Okay, so we get food, Essence of Fire. Ah! I don't think I'm going to want to fight one of those things. I don't know, it kind of depends. Let's see what level they are. That's level 4. If I can find some lower level things, that'd be great. But I've already made it up to level 2. Yeah, that's nice. Probably gives me a fair amount of health. Don't know about damage. There's no, like, statistics screen as far as I've run into. Because there's that, C does nothing, T is talk, R is reload, E is use, F is flare, G, H, I don't know. But, well, that's the basics of combat. I wanted to go check out. It's somewhere around here. There is a dungeon. And I figure if I'm going to sacrifice... Oh, there it is. if I'm going to sacrifice myself to the end of the game, we might as well do it that way. Just to see what all is available to us. Yeah. Oh, okay, I was wrong. That 2 to 3 area was not the starting zone. This is the starting zone. I don't know if there are going to be any monsters for me to beat on, though. Be great if there were. I'm not seeing it. It looks like we've also got some people's farms around here if I do feel like looting stuff. Looks like there's actually a fair amount of stuff just strewn about. Actually seems like a lot of players have came and gone. Originally this area was just packed with people. And they're all just stabbing the shit out of each other. I was not exactly appreciative. Because if you've got like 3 friends, you can pretty much just beat on anybody else. No matter what. Oh, something over there is fighting. Oh, those are not people. I'm going to take a look at them, see what level they are. I think they might have just murdered one of the NPC creatures, though. Oh, those guys have guns, though. Be cool to kill one, but I don't think I'd have much of a chance. So here's the dungeon. That's an aggressive frozen slime. I'm going to stick my head in anyway. Levels 3 to 6, though. I'm almost there. Let's try it. I don't really care. Survival is not super imperative right now. So we've got some serious frame rate issues really early on. Okay, so loads of fossils. That is good to know. Okay, so for those of you starting, if you can even go into the like basic early areas, you'll get oh god, that hurt bad. You'll get a fair amount of fossils just by going into one of these places. Now this is probably where we're going to die, which is concerning. What I'm going to try to do is hit and run tactics, because these guys can't handle this shit. Alright. So going in circles and hitting enemies seems to work out well, as long as I'm not specifically going at them. A circle strafe is viable. Thank you, Grimrock, for teaching me the truth of this game. I am almost dead. But we get some health, and we can hang out here. Get an ammo mag for an assault rifle, too. Cool! Alright, so dungeons, assuming that you can get the adequate gear for it, actually seem pretty viable very early on. And I like the fact that there is a dungeon. That's a slime stuck inside the thing. Actually, that's a Faz and Zoe. I'm not gonna go down that direction. Seems like a scary place. It murdered the Vendroid. My hope is I can kill this thing. It'll give me some health. I am running into frame rate. Oh shoot. Well, I'm running into frame rate issues for being here, but I think I can go back into the dungeon and get my stuff. Wow, that person just flat out died. Now, I don't know if dungeons are instanced or if other players can go in at the same time. I don't know if there's a party system yet. I assume they're instanced just because you actually have to like go in. So I don't know how you group up with other players. Also, I still have my club, actually, just not my armor. Weird. Maybe it's because my club is on my hotbar. That's cool, actually. So I guess any item on your hotbar you keep, which is similar to RuneScape, sort of. Oh well, not the end of the world. Let's just get in there, see if we can get our stuff back. Because seeing as the dungeon is right there, there's no real reason to not to. And the Vendroid is gone. Dang, I was really hoping I'd be able to nab the stuff from it. But I want to see like how far in I can go. All right, and let's quickly back off. Looks like a lot of the enemies have despawned. Also, interestingly enough, if you can pick your chunk back up, hello. All right. If you can, let's see. Huh. Well, let's try it. Can I get up? How do I oh. Huh. So, can't build stairs. Can I build a ladder? Support with ladder? Nope. I'm gonna need a lot of wood for any of this. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Oh, I can kind of get on top. Got it. Nope. Okay, well, this is an interesting predicament. Let's see if I can get on top of this rock and leap over from there. Because, yeah, That is actually cool that you have to build structures inside the dungeon to even access it in full. There we go. Okay, I didn't want to build a ladder. Yeah. Okay. So if I come back with more wood, I can build more bridge and cross this area. So, of course, problem being, getting up here is going to be a problem. But this is cool. And it does look, as a result of this, like dungeons are instanced as well. Because there aren't any other people. Looks like the monsters do respawn, which is going to be a bit of a concern. Yep, they do respawn, because there's another slime directly behind me. But that's cool as well. And since you get to keep your experience, this ain't that big of a deal. And especially have like a, oh, hello, that's stuff. So I get blueprint for multi-tool, part 1. Wow, that is awesome. Alright, so dungeons are actually really cool. Those slimes are apparently fighting each other. That is also nice. Anyway, I would say, thus far, wasn't super impressed with like 90% of the stuff that was showing up in this game. A lot of it just felt very Rust-like, where you have to spend all your time gathering resources and stuff. But the fighting enemies actually seems like it has a nice benefit to it, that being, you know, you get resources and whatnot. And there's a built-in experience system that you can't lose. I'm not sure about blueprints. I think blueprints you just keep with you at all times, which is nice. So I think in Rust you wouldn't lose the blueprint for dying. Oh, hey, another one of my friends has actually joined, apparently. Weird. But, overall, I'm very impressed with the monsters, the dungeons. The crafting is gonna take some rehashing. I should probably worry about that slime a little bit. It's going to just totally murder that gambler. Speaking of, I should actually see what happens when I kill him, see if I get anything nice. But, the fact that, you know, crafting stuff in dungeons, like having to build structures to traverse it, is kind of cool. And you can totally build like a mini base inside the dungeon. I'm not sure if the dungeon will reset the stuff I have inside it. If I like log out or anything like that, that would be kind of unfortunate. But it'd be really cool if you could kind of deck out a dungeon and turn it into your underground lair. Sure, you'd have monsters in it, but apart from that, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But this is where I think the game has its potential. This, and like, there's some other stuff they were showing to me, so I assume, like, if you get really late in the game, you could run into some really cool stuff. But as it stands, the beginning, a little bit harder. Hope they rebalance it so, like, starting players actually have a fairly easy time of it. Because, I don't know. Right now, it'd be a little bit hard for anybody to get into this and get particularly far without sinking loads and loads of time into the game. I'm going to have to fight this guy to get out of here. But, as it stands, I am overall thoroughly impressed with this. Alright, he's going to be a problem. That's okay. Actually getting pretty close to level 3, so we're going to go back up to full health for doing so. Yeah! Level up! I do hope they add some kind of like skill and or talent system in this game. Not that it's really necessary, but just because it would add a tangible... Oh, hey, there's another player. Well, that's interesting. His name is apparently Gravity Dong, so apparently dungeons are not instanced like I thought they were. But that's cool anyway. It's interesting. Oh god, I'm terrifying looking. Go figure he ran away from me. I would not want to run into me. And somebody destroyed my factory. What a dick. Anyway, as I was saying, so this has been Gravity. I think this is a 2-part episode, actually. But, it's got potential. I really want to see where they go with it, because it's beautiful, the music is good, the audio design isn't bad, the monster design is great, the multiplayer, thus far, is pretty seamless, their servers don't lag at all, and I haven't run into a whole lot of issues. Some people have, so there is that. But I could see this going further places than Rust, for example, in far less time. I just hope they rebalance it so the structures and equipment don't require as many resources, and or if they just made gems and ore more plentiful. Something like that. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Grav, because I'm totally going to keep playing this. And as always, thanks for watching. Booga booga booga, my face is terrifying.